Hi, welcome to Statistics 230. I'm the instructor for this course. My name is Dave McAvoy. I have quite a bit of experience teaching stats, both face-to-face and kind of traditional lecture, and then online. Been teaching for UMUC for a few years. And my email address is right here. That's the first kind of line of attack if you want to get at me, if you want to ask me a question. We have this, if you're familiar with Web Tyco, this is the last semester we're using the system. We're going to bear with it. But the conference section over here on the left uh, menu side is where we have joint discussions, where I'm going to post material, where I'm going to post solutions, all kinds of stuff. But if you have a question specific to me and you want me to answer quickly, make sure to email me. Okay, I check WebTechCo every evening, but I won't be checking it, during the day necessarily. Okay, so something very important that is specific to that you need my help with, you want to email me. Okay, and often if I get emails that are asking for solutions to problems or general problems, I'll post the answer to the group so everyone can see that. Let's see. This first message that we're looking at here for the class announcement kind of breaks down what the scope of the course is and what's required of you. And then when I post weekly announcements or bi-weekly, however often I post them, I'll keep the old ones and I'll date the new ones. And so the newest announcement will be the first one you see. But if you want to go back and see what I was saying before, usually I post a lot of videos for weekly kind of solution sets. So you get about a video a week. And I'll post the video on the announcement page too, so you can kind of watch it there. Anyway, so this class announcement page is pretty important to make sure you read what's written there now and in the future. A good starting point for the course is, of course, the syllabus. You click here. I think you could print it out right there, printable version. The course materials. All right, you'll notice that there are a number of things here. This is a generic window. But your My Math Lab, or I think it's called My Stat Lab now, but it's from Pearson. It's the online kind of homework system we're going to use in this class. You should have a card with an access code. If you don't have the card yet, I do have some information about temporary access. There's this book called Overcoming Math Anxiety. I've never opened it, so I don't know what's going on there, but you might find it useful. And then the book, and there's some confusion about this book. It says the second edition, and that may be true, but what the book looks like, it's a kind of a loose leaf textbook that could fit into, the pages fit into a 3-ring binder. And so if you get, the textbook is soft cover, and it has the 3 holes, okay, so it's loose leaf. Now, if you have a book that's older and it's bound, you can probably make use of it, but the chapters are going to be slightly different, so you'd have to be cognizant of that. All right, so the textbook we're going to use, it should actually be a loose leaf where you'd put it in your own 3-ring binder. All right, let me go back to the announcement. You can see the syllabus. We'll toggle back there in a moment. The course content is the most important link for what you're going to be learning. Okay, this is where give this a second. This is where all of the course modules are. Okay, so basically for this course, you're going to be reading your textbook, and you're going to be watching these modules or working through the modules. Then after you do that, right? So here's module 1 is going to be descriptive statistics and how to describe data both visually and numerically. And you go through this. I mean, they're pretty long, they're pretty detailed, but this is kind of your first crack at this material. And then after you're done, you see the objectives of them. Here's the overview. Here are the objectives, and then the commentary is going to be where you see all the the action, right? And I think it's written in a way that's kind of inviting as it can be as statistics, and then you can take some self-assessment. But this is where the material is, right? So that in tandem with your textbook, that's the stuff, right? Then it's about what assessment activities you're grading. And so we'll get into that in a moment. So course resources, under the course content link is what we've just shown you, okay? So how's this course going to work? Well, it's 8 weeks. That's pretty condensed. It's going to be, you can't fall behind a course like this. It's pretty intense. And it's awesome! All right, so here's the breakdown. I make it as clear as I can. The weekly exercises that are going to be administered through my stat lab, that Pearson Education site, and I'll go there in a moment. You're going to have a card that you get with an access code, and you have to register for the class, okay, using that code. And then they're going to be, every week you're going to do a homework. Now, they're long. There are going to be a lot of stuff going on, but most of your grade is from this, 30%, okay? It's the biggest element of your grading. And you get 3 attempts at each question to get them right. So if you're diligent and you put in the time, you should be doing very well with my stat lab, okay? Then another 20% of your grade is just participating in these weekly online academic conferences. How it's going to work is each week I post a question on the conference. I have 8 weeks for conferences, so 8 conferences like that. And there'll be a question, and you work on it with a team. I will designate your teams, or study groups, I think, yeah, study groups here. I haven't done that yet, but I will. And you guys can just kind of hash it out and figure it out. And then one of you from the group, and you just decide amongst yourselves, will post it to the forum, okay? I'm not, for your grade, I'm not that concerned if you nailed it or if you answered it completely correct. What I want to see is that you tried, okay? So what your thought process was and how you went about answering whatever question I post, and you're going to get full credit as long as you give it a shot. Okay, so don't worry so much about we got it wrong or whatever. You'll be all right. 20% of your grade is just kind of showing up there, right? So that's 50% of your grade. Then you've got 2 quizzes and a final exam. Final exam is a quarter, and the 2 quizzes in tandem are a quarter. And the quizzes are PDFs I'll post on week 3 and week 6. You will do them out probably by hand because there's math. And then you could type it out. And then you send it back. Okay, you upload it onto the system. I grade it by hand, and then give you your grade. So the stuff that I'll grade by hand are the quizzes, the final exams, and then the weekly academic conference. I'll look at your answers and provide a solution, usually a video solution. Okay, so you got to register for my stat lab. That's a good starting point. So go to that conference. If you click conferences here, boing, bing, and you go Getting Started with STAT230 and Getting Started with my stat lab. And a number of, or 2 students had already chimed in saying that they tried their code and it didn't work. Well, that was the wrong code, and I just updated it with hopefully the right code, so you can try that, and hopefully it works. And then you're good to go. You can start in on week 1, I think, right away. All right, so how to proceed each week, starting today or whenever you log in, right? You're going to read the course module, boom, for the particular, so here's another, where's the schedule? Course schedule. So week 1, what are we going to do? Well, topics, introduction, data types, statistical thinking, descriptive statistics, chapters 1 and 2 in the book, read those, and definitely look at course module 1, complete course module 1, okay? Then, you've done that, do that Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday of the week. Now hit my stat lab and the week 1 academic conference. These are the 2 things that you got to actually physically do in week 1. Week 2, same kind of stuff. Week 3, I'll have a quiz. Week 4, same kind of stuff, no quiz. Week 5, same kind of stuff, no quiz. Week 6, quiz. Week 8, final exam. All right, so you can go through that in detail. All right. So each week, starting today, read the course module, read the textbook, chime in the academic conference, do my stat lab, you're good to go. All right. When there's a quiz, I'll announce it. You're going to do the quiz. Note that the first 3 chapters of the textbook are provided free of charge in the e-chapters link on the left side of the menu. So if your book arrives late, you can go here while that churns, and access PDF versions or online versions of the text. Okay? Of course, ask me questions if you get stuck. Here it is, chapter 1. No, sorry. Where is it? This is it. This is it. Statistics for business and economics. Solutions manual too. But this is chapters 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So anyway, you can get early access to my stat lab if you're late getting that, and you get early access to the textbook. So you can get started. Now, what am I going to show you? Oh, the My Stat Lab. Yeah, so let's find that. So let's say we open up or Google My Stat Lab, because I forget what the thing is. And if you've already registered, you're going to sign in. If not, you have to register. But I'm going to sign in. And this is, you'll see something close to this. This is the instructor's version. But you're going to click this. You know, you can see this is the ID. No one's enrolled yet. And then when you go here, and your interface will look a little different. But basically, and this is just kind of, I don't like the layout there, but whatever. You want to go to Assignment Manager. And for each week, you'll have your assignment. Okay? And then you can start trying to see if I can look at this as a student. I can't see how. But anyway, week 1 would be here. Let's see if I can go to it. Preview. So the My Stat Lab has this kind of interface. And it's smart in the sense that the questions build off each other. What you did in the previous question could influence the next question and stuff like that. There are quite a few pieces to the puzzle here. And so this will take you quite a bit. So work through. Again, you have 3 attempts at each of these questions to get it correct. Okay. Anyway, I think for now that's good. If you have further questions, make sure to reach out to me. We will talk later.